Today, we're going to be focusing on a research article called Agriculture Education in Elementary School, an ethnographic study of a school garden. This research delves into how our connection to the land can enhance the teaching experiences for agriculture educators and captivate students. It goes beyond mere instructional methods, urging us to consider how education shapes the future and influences our perceptions of the environment. By investigating the potential of nature to nurture and engage children in educational settings, researchers have uncovered the intrinsic value of gardens in facilitating hands on learning experiences that go beyond traditional academic measures. This research explores the relationship between land, food, and learning. Understand the impact of garden based curricula on students and teachers, and reflect the role of agriculture education in shaping culture and worldview. How do you think a school garden might change your learning experiences? The purpose of the study is to gain a phenomenological understanding of a garden based curriculum's impact, empower participants to engage with agriculture and life sciences, and consider a potential of a learning force to connect children mentally, physically, and socially. What aspects of your education do you feel could be enhanced by hands-on experiences? The problem being faced in this research is to address declining standardized achievement test scores and to explore the potential of a school garden to reconnect students to school. How might hands-on agriculture activities influence academic performance?
We'll be focusing on four major research questions throughout this article. How does a school garden affect students? How does a school garden affect teachers? Which lessons or activities in the garden are perceived as useful to facilitate learning? Likewise, which activities are not useful to facilitate learning? And what, if any, constraints limit or undermine the use of the garden? We'll investigate the effects of a school garden on students and teachers and assess the usefulness of garden based lessons and activities. We will also identify constraints limiting the effective use of the garden. Since the 18th century, various scholars have emphasized the importance of children's direct interaction with nature for a healthy development. Modern scholars have advocated for a strong bond between individuals and nature, highlighting the need for a transformative learning process that empowered children to shape their understanding of the natural world. Despite the benefits highlighted by the researchers, there is a struggle to integrate nature based education into schools due to the predominant focus on academic achievements, leading to limited empirical evidence supporting the correlation between gardening programs and academic performance. In naturalistic inquiry, emergent design is essential. It is impossible to know everything in advance to create a perfect design. By acknowledging the emergent nature of a phenomena, we transition from focusing on the end product to emphasizing the process. The research design becomes agile, adjustable, and finely tuned to the specific content of the study. To find participants willing to discuss their experience with the garden and garden based curriculum, purposive sampling was employed. This method is valuable as it grounds the investigation in the perspectives of local individuals. This qualitative study concentrated in depth on a small sample comprising of 5 teachers and 40 students from a single school.
Multiple qualitative methods were used for data collection, including interviews, conversations, observations, photo elicitation, and document analysis. These methods were chosen for their compatibility with the study's focus. We were able to capture the natural language and richness of the garden experience. To find participants willing to discuss their experiences with the garden and garden based curriculum, purposive sampling was employed. This method is valuable as it grounds the investigation in the perceptives of local individuals. This qualitative study concentrated in depth on a small sample comprising of 5 teachers and 40 students from a single school. Unstructured and semi structured interviews were conducted continuously throughout the 2000 2001 school year. Participation was voluntary, with all rights explained beforehand. Interview protocols were created based on research questions, with student protocols developed collaboratively with teachers. Extensive field notes were taken during participant observation at the elementary school to understand motives, beliefs, and behaviors in their natural context.
Documentation like student journals and artwork provided stable, contextual, and rich information to enhance the study. This gains insights into children's experiences within the garden. What stories do you think your schoolwork could tell about your learning experiences? Photo elicitation was used to create a visual narrative offering insights into human interactions within the project. This added complexity to representations of the garden experience. Data analysis followed naturalistic guidelines, allowing for a recursive process of questioning, gathering, and analyzing data. We refine questions and integrate categories for a deeper understanding. The study's credibility was evaluated using criteria such as catalytic validity, triangulation, reflexivity, and understanding, ensuring the trustworthiness of the research. The study took place in a small rural school with a diverse student body facing the complexities of standardized assessments and educational philosophies. Despite the challenges, the educators at Jonesville School emphasized student centered learning and a unique multi age approach, fostering deep, meaningful learning. The school's garden becomes a symbol of pride, community, and connection, offering a space for communal nourishment and experiential learning, transcending disciplinary boundaries and engendering wonder in both students and teachers. The text delves into the intrinsic dynamics of a school environment deeply intertwined with societal challenges and educational paradigms. It highlights the significance of fostering a sense of belonging, creativity, and hands on experiences in education, drawing attention to the transformative power of nature, community collaboration, and the quest for genuine learning beyond standardized measures. The garden emerges as a metaphor for resilience, self sufficiency, and a sanctuary for exploration, challenging traditional notions of curriculum delivery and emphasizing the essence of curiosity and wonder in the educational journey. The text discusses the challenges faced by teachers at Jonesville School due to the constant curricular changes and pressure to improve standardized test scores. It highlights the positive impact of a garden project on fostering a sense of community, connection, and experiential learning among teachers and students. The garden provided a space for creativity, collaboration, and a break from the rigid academic structure. Additionally, it explores the significance of the garden in offering students a chance to interact with nature and expand their life experiences. The students' desire to take home artifacts from the garden symbolizes their need for autonomy and a connection unattained by school authority. This study has gone cross curricular. The study has broken down disciplinary boundaries with garden based education and used the garden as a tool for integrated learning across different subjects. Introducing a garden into a school environment can transform the culture by symbolizing hope, growth, and community. This allows students to connect to each other, food, places, and to the researcher. School gardens provide a space for teachers and students to heal from the losses they face, offering comfort and connection to nature. They experience the garden as a place of slow, rhythmic continuity. Gardens allow children to experience the wonders of nature and to help them feel secure, sparking creativity and a sense of belonging. This also addresses the need for experiential learning in science education. Gardening provides a unique avenue for self expression, helping individuals feel more present and alive in their work and lives. Gardening changes the perception of food, turning it into a communal experience that fosters personal information and sacred connections. The students' desire to take home artifacts from the garden symbolizes their need for autonomy and a connection unattained by the school authority. By introducing a garden into a school environment, we can show cultural transformation by symbolizing hope, growth, and community. We can show healing powers by allowing teachers and students to heal from the losses they face, offering comfort and connection to nature. Connecting children to nature by allowing them to help them feel secure, sparking creativity and a sense of belonging. And gardening also provides a unique avenue for self expression, helping individuals feel more present and alive in their work and lives. And redefining food by changing the perception of food, turning it into a communal experience that fosters personal transformation and sacred connections. What steps can researchers take to ensure their work has a positive impact? We can embrace emergent design and prolonged engagement, and practice reflexivity and leverage academic privilege for community benefit. We can avoid restricting the garden's potential by aligning it too closely with curricular guidelines, allowing local knowledge and human connections to flourish organically. School garden programs should involve dedicated volunteers outside the school system to assist teachers and students in managing the garden effectively. We coordinate with gardening experts or volunteers to ensure sustainability and maintenance of the school's garden activities. We can also encourage involvement of parents and families in garden activities to enhance school to home connections and enrich learning experiences.